to take this guy out in the first 3 or 4 rounds. So it's there's big money at the end of that rainbow, Chick, and it just it all depends on what happens tonight.
Well, Danny and Michael Carbajal are both here tonight.
Right.
Chiquita Gonzalez in the ring. He's very, very popular. Even when he went home after losing here back in December of '90, he got a rousing ovation as he got to the airport. We will have the national anthem in at least 2 different tongues. Right now, let's go to Jimmy Lennon Jr. and find out exactly what's going to happen when and next.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask you to rise for the singing of the national anthems and at the main event, the WBC Mini Flyweight Championship. This bout is sanctioned by the World Boxing Council. The president in attendance in the ring, my pleasure to introduce to you Jose Sulaiman, and the supervisor is Haig Collegian. Along with the California State Athletic Commission, the chairman is William Eastman. The commissioners in attendance, Jerry Nathanson and H. Andrew Kim. Introducing the acting chief inspector, Marty Denkin. At this time, I present to you the officials, the judges at ringside as appointed. From Chatsworth, California, we have Dick Young. From San Francisco, California, Joan Ortega. And from Las Vegas, Nevada, Davey Pearl. Introducing to you the referee in charge of this main event, Vince Delgado. All right, fans, here we go. This is it, the main event of the evening, the WBC Mini Flyweight Championship of the World, scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Introducing to you first the challenger. On my left, fighting out of the red corner. He is wearing white trunks with green trim, hailing from Bangkok, Thailand. He weighed in 108 pounds. His record includes 15 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw, with 8 wins by way of knockout. He is ranked the WBC number 8 mini flyweight contender. Introducing Napa Kiatwanchai. And his opponent across the ring. On my right, fighting out of the blue corners, the defending world champion. He is wearing yellow trunks with black trim and hailing from Nesa, Mexico. He weighed in the same weight of already 108 pounds. His outstanding record includes 33 wins, only 1 defeat, with 25 big wins by way of knockout. He is the WBC Mini Flyweight Champion of the World, known as El Pequeño Gigante de Nesa, Humberto Chiquita Gonzalez. Once again, here's your referee in charge, Vince Delgado.
Napa, okay. Chiquita. Okay. You had your instructions in the dressing room. Give me a nice clean fight. All right, good luck. Shake hands. Thank you.
Let's see how they stack up. Gonzalez 5'1". The opponent is 5'2", 108 pounds apiece. 1 year older is Gonzalez at 26. And Kiatwanchai has a 2-inch advantage in the reach. We have a powerful puncher in Gonzalez and a man who doesn't punch too hard, but he's a crafty counter puncher. He paces himself very well. Southpaw, as we mentioned to you as he entered the ring. Vince Delgado is the 3rd man in the ring, and that was a slip. The last fight that Gonzalez had was in Seoul, Korea, before 15,000 fans, and he had to come from behind in June of this year for a 12th round knockout of Kwang Sun Kim. Only the 7th man in history. He trailed going to the 11th round by 4 points, and only the 7th man in history ever to overcome that kind of a situation. And he had to have a knockout to do it and keep his title. This is the 2nd time he's been the champion of the mini flyweights. He's in with a very quick, slick kind of guy. He's one of those knockdown, drag-out fighters. You can knock him down, Kiatwanchai, but you have trouble knocking him out. He gets up. He's a game youngster. Remember, he beat Rolando Pasqua, and Pasqua defeated Gonzalez. So where does that leave you in the cycle of 3?
It's going to be a tough fight. You know, the Thai fighters have been unsuccessful in 6. They've been unsuccessful 4 times, unsuccessful challenges for the title. Unsuccessful 1 time for a vacant title, and only had 1 successful title defense.
One thing that you'll notice already, if you haven't seen him fight before, or even if you have, Chiquita Gonzalez in the gold trunks can hit you with power either hand, and there's a great left hand lead by Kiatwanchai. He's a great counter puncher. He fights the Thai style. That means good defense. He used to fight, and in fact, he was the straw champion. That was at 105 pounds. And he had pretty good power then. But at 108, he doesn't have as much power, but he catches a hard shot from Gonzalez. Gonzalez got him right in the corner above us, weaving and bobbing like the old Archie Moore, the mongoose, and Kiatwanchai gets out of that corner and out of trouble temporarily. And on the break, he lands a blow that angers the crowd. They can take away a point, but then there's a knockdown. Good, clean knockdown. I told you, he'll go down, but he'll get up like that.
Well, after that first flurry of punches, Chick, I saw him in this corner, bobbing and weaving real good. He must clear his head awfully quick.
Coming to the end of the first round, and here's Gonzalez looking for the first round knockout. Can't get it.
Watching that Nolan Ryan video.
All that knockdown in the first round. As we go to round 2 of our 12-round championship bout. Down quickly, up quickly. But now, sensing the possibility of a kill here in the early round, Chiquita Gonzalez has really gone to work, and there is another knockdown.
No, it's a push. He slipped.
Did he call a push?
Yes.
Yep.
What happened? He threw a punch and he missed and he went forward.
I thought he started the count. Blows are landing like raindrops on your windshield, coming off the fists of Gonzalez. Low blows by Gonzalez, 2 of them not caught by the referee. Carbajal has a great will, not Carbajal, but Gonzalez has a great will to win. And he'll need it if he fights Carbajal sometime in the future.
I wonder if Chiquita can feel Michael's eyes burning a hole in his back as he's watching this fight.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
That's a knockdown. It was ended by a push down, and that's what the Thai man is asking. Didn't he push me down?
He got hit with a little short uppercut that sent him on his way down.
I think you'll see several knockdowns before this one's over or stopped. Gonzalez just with too much power, and he's got the man hanging on. He's only had 18 professional fights, and against a man that's had 34 wars, that's not enough. And Gonzalez has won 33 of the 34. The only one he lost, of course, was to Pasqua, and that was after he had been butted and had a bleeding eye. He was butted in the 3rd round, and he said after that, I couldn't think, I couldn't concentrate, and ultimately he was knocked out. A stunning upset in the 6th round.
This kid from Thailand, I mean, he bobbed and weaves good, Chick, but he's too green. He's in there with a... People think pound for pound is the best besides Julio Cesar Chavez.
This will not go 12 rounds.
Oh, he called it a knockdown. He called it a knockdown.
He called it a knockdown.
Well, Vince got his first knockdown in this fight. I think he tripped over Vince Delgado's foot.
He did. This is a mismatch. That was a slip.
You know what's happening here, Chick? This Tyler kid, Napa's got the same type of boots from Mexico. He's got that leather on the bottom. He's like he's fighting on roller skates.
It won't matter in a minute.
That's
like
it.
now.
That's it.
That's all. It's all over. 2nd round knockout. The champion, Chiquita Gonzalez, successfully defends his title. A total championship performance by Humberto. Chiquita means the little one. He is not little in power. He is not little in stamina. He is not little in ability. He is a champion who's got his 26th knockout as they tend to the knocked out Kiatwanchai from Bangkok, Thailand. Gets to his feet. A game youngster, just doesn't have the same quality of boxing ability and skills as does the champion Gonzalez.
Well, you know, Chick, it was just almost a mismatch. Although he's ranked number 8 in the world, you could tell, I mean, with anybody else, this Napa would have been it would have been a great fight. But Chiquita's just too much for him. He's just way too much for him.
All right, the knockout now comes not suddenly. It's just a culmination of things.
Yes, he threw the uppercuts, threw that right hook. It was just something, it was just outclassed. Here's another look, Chick. See, those uppercuts were landing at will.
And Napa goes down. The knockout is in the second round. We'll be back with the official time in a moment. Michael Carbajal has moved in beside us here, so maybe we'll get a chance to talk to him. On Prime Network, Coast to Coast, Fight Night at the Forum.
2-on-2 Jam City, and I'm the mayor.
Yo, fellas, how about a game of hoops? Hey, what? With you? No, with your mama. Mom?
This guy was good, but he was all dribble.
Say what? Come on, man.
Man, he deserved one of these.
Franchise, wanna call Bud? Solid.
Excuse me, do you know what stock options are?
I wish I did.
The information you know you should know is in the Wall Street Journal's video guide to money and markets. This exclusive 30-minute video is free. When you call for 13 weeks of the journal for just $37, that's over 20% off the newsstand price.
And Jr. is in the ring. The fighter has been revived, and the champion is still Chiquita Gonzalez. Let's go to the time.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time, 2 minutes, 48 seconds in round number 2. The referee in charge, Vince Delgado, stops the contest. The winner by way of knockout, El Pequeño Gigante de Nesa, and still champion, Humberto Chiquita Gonzalez.
All right, 34 wins, 1 loss, 26 knockouts. And up in the ring waiting to interview the champion still is Ruben Castillo, little guy from Mexico City, called the Little One, handled by Francisco Sanchez. And when he lost to Pasqua, it probably cost him $1 million fight with Michael Carbajal. Michael Carbajal is sitting beside me here now, and just as soon as we're through with the interview up in the ring with the champ, Gonzalez. He's champ of the WBC mini flyweight division. Carbajal is champ of the IBF mini flyweight division.
For an interview.
We're trying to get Gonzalez over for the interview. If we could get Carbajal together with Gonzalez, then they could have perhaps a merging of the 2 titles, and one guy would hold both of them, or literally one by another name. The celebration is over, and let's go up to Ruben Castillo.
Okay, thank you very much. I want to ask Chiquita, being, you know, he's come back to a ring where he lost his title, and he's come back again to win it, and now he's retained his title. I want to ask him what the feeling is and how he trained for this fight as opposed to the one he lost to Rolando Pascua. Primeramente, felicidades, Chiquita. Y quiero preguntar una pregunta que, ¿cómo te sientes para esta pelea subiendo al mismo ring que cuando quitaron el campeonato mundial y luego volviendo a pelear, ganando el campeonato y detuviste el campeonato? ¿Cómo te sientes y qué hiciste diferente esta vez que cuando peleaste con Rolando Pascua?
No, lo que pasa es que cuando peleé con Rolando Pascua me confié y se me ofreció el rival, pero ahora ya se acabó ese momento de que se confía uno, y ahora me preparé y dije que yo iba por el título por primera vez y fue lo que hice, echarle muchas ganas.
First, he said, first of all, he came over here. He had a lot of confidence. He had too much confidence in the fight with Pasqua, and he lost the fight. But that's all behind him now. He says now he came back to win the title and retain it here at the Great Western Forum. Now I want to ask him, of course, the question that everybody wants to know: what's next for him? Is it going to be Michael Carbajal? Ya sabe que todo el mundo anda preguntando esta pregunta, Chiquita. ¿Qué piensas tú de una pelea con Michael Carbajal?
Bueno, esa pelea ya estaba para el 3, pero no quiso pelear conmigo y ya me olvidé. Ya estoy listo yo para ir en pos del título mundial mosca.
He said that the fight was made and he was supposed to fight, but he said that Michael Carbajal pulled out. So now he's come on and he's fought and he's defended his title, and that's what he's got to do. Bueno, I'm going to tell him that Michael's here to watch the fight, and if it's going to happen, well, it happened here. Aquí está Carbajal viendo la pelea, te vino a ver pelear. Aquí está sentado. ¿Qué piensas que una pelea con él aquí en el foro?
No, yo pienso que esa pelea ya estaba, pero no quiso pelear conmigo. Por eso ya no quiero ser mini mosca, quiero pasar a mosca. Pero si él dice, estoy listo cuando quiera y donde quiera.
Okay, he said that the fight was supposed to be made for here, but now he's going to move up to the flyweight division. If he wants to fight him for the title, he's ready. Let's go back to ringside to Chick Hearn.
All right, now there is a man that made some statements, and there's a gentleman sitting beside me with the name of Michael Carbajal, and after the knockdown here that kept the title for Gonzalez, he made the statement that he might step up and wait. We'll ask Michael Carbajal how he feels about that when we come back on Prime Network Coast to Coast.